Really, I am very happy to participate in this Kala Samvada program conducted by Chinmaya Vishwavidyalaya Peeth. I first of all want to thank you because you only made me to participate in the event. Today I am going to talk about the Veena, its evolution and style. Before that, I want to say some words about this university. While I am seeing these videos, I want to be a student of that university now, because the environment and the teaching faculties, the students enthusiastic, everything made me to go back to that learning level. But what to do? I can't do it now. But this university is really a unique university. Now it is giving certificate courses, offering certificate courses, that is BA, MA, in Hindustani vocal and tabla, flute, everything. I come to know in future they are planning to start Carnatic music and other fine arts in Kerala. So it's really a bridge between the Gurukula system and the education system. See, Gurukula system is the vital or very important way of learning music, fine arts, not only music, because through this we are able to learn so much. But we won't get any certificate. It's our our ambition, and we have to struggle to get the chances for concert or anything. But here, the certificate is given. So, through the Gurukula system, we can't get the certificate. But in this university, the certificate also given for BA and MA. So, even in future, they can do research, everything. So, it is really a wonderful opportunity for all the students. And really, I am very, very happy to part of this university by being a guest faculty for this, that event. And the students are really very much blessed. And I also wish the university to become a successful one. And a lot of students should get benefit through this university. So though it is a de novo university now, in future, definitely it will become a number one university in India. It's sure. Thank you for once again for this opportunity. And now I am going to talk about the Veena and its style and evolution and styles. You know, Veena is a very old instrument of India. It is a divine instrument. And because of that divinity only, we are seeing so many god and goddesses are depicted with Veena. That much importance is given to Veena in in religion also. Now, while seeing about the evolution, first I want to talk about the yazh. It's a very old instrument that is before 1000 years BC. Yazh is the first instrument mentioned in Tamil literature. If you see it in Sanskrit literature, Veda is the first thing which is introducing Veena. There it is called as Veena. It is mentioned in Samvada, Rigveda, all Vedas. And while the priests are praying or doing the sacrifices, the ladies, that is the wives of that priest, will accompany them on Veena. These are all given in Vedas itself. Now, coming to Tamil tradition, yazh, it is first mentioned in Tolkappiyam, a work before 2000 years BC. That is nearly, now if you take it, nearly more than 10,000 years back, it is said. Yazh is an instrument, doesn't have any frets. But according to their shape, they are all called makara Veena yard and sengotta yard, sapoda yard, adi yard. These are all some names of the yards. Starting with 7 strings, nearly 1,000 strings are. We've come to know 1,000 strings yard also there. That is called adi yard. The development of yard is come to Veena now. Now, even at the period of yard, Veena also mentioned in some books. For example, if you take Chilapadiharam, it is a 2nd century work, and in that Veena is mentioned. That is, Narada is having the Veena. It is mentioned in Chilapadiharam like that. Yard also mentioned. So the Veena and Yard both are come together in history. In Tamil tradition, Thevaram and Divya Prabandham, these two, religious things are very important. In that also, Veena is mentioned. For example, if you take Devaram, Masil Veenayum Malai Madhyamum, that Veena is mentioned in this by Appar. Same way, in Divya Prabandham also, Periyalvar mentions about yard as well as the Veena. So that much old thing. Veena is coming from 7th century. These are all 7th century work, and in that these are all mentioned. If you take Sanskrit tradition, in slokas, in so many slokas like Shyamala Dandagam and Lalita Sahasranamam, in all slokas, we come to know that Veena is referred by every poet. One I want to mention is Veena Vadana Tatvajna Shruti Jadi Visarataka. If you see this is the moksha margam to Veena. If you play Veena, you will automatically or very easily attain moksha. So this much important is given in all slokas also. So Veena is not only an old instrument, it is a divine instrument also. Now, come to the general thing about Veena first. In Natya Sastra, that is the 2nd century work by Sarangadeva, in that Veena is mentioned in so many with varieties. The main is Dhruva Veena and Chala Veena. These two Veenas are used to demonstrate or experimental instruments to find out the 22 Shrutis calculations. So, Veena is not only a musical instrument, it is used for experimental instrument also, as an experimental instrument. After that, all books which came after Natya Sastra, it is Natya Sastra is by Bharata, sorry. Natya Sastra is 2nd century work by Bharata. I am wrongly said Sarangadeva, Bharata. Then Sangeeta Ratnakara, in all works, the Veena is mentioned. Now, come to this Veena, that is what we call the Saraswati Veena. In those days, that is before that Swaramela Kalanidhi, it is a work written by Rama Matya in 15th century. Before that, starting with Natya Sastra by Bharata to other works, the Veenas are classified according to the strings. Ekatantri Veena, Dvitantri Veena, Satatantri Veena, like that the Veenas are classified. In this, then strings are only they have only strings with less frets. One fret, sometimes 2 frets, like that. The frets are very less in number. So we can't play all the ragas or songs in that. Actually, I am better in communicating in Tamil, but I don't know whether you are able to follow it or not. Anyhow, I want to say something in Tamil also. வீணைங்கிறது ஒரு ஃபாலோ பண்ற இன்ஸ்ட்ருமெண்ட் மட்டும் இல்லாம ஒரு எக்ஸ்பெரிமெண்டல் இன்ஸ்ட்ருமெண்டாவும் இருந்ததோட பல டெவலப்மெண்ட்ஸ், அதாவது மாடிஃபிகேஷன்ஸ் நிறைய பண்ணி டுடே இட் பிகம் as Saraswati Veena. But before that, the frets are less. In Saraswati Veena, we come to that 24 frets. So this Veena is called not only Saraswati Veena, it is equivalent to our body also. Because in our body, we are having 24 bones in the backside, and that is the shape of our Veena. So it is related to our body as well as the voice. Very close to voice is Veena. So these are all the speciality of the Veena. In Swaramela Kalanidhi, the frets are fixed in such a way. Before that, it is movable. And now after Swaramela Kalanidhi, the frets are little bit coming to fixed in a particular position. Even then, the some Veenas are there. According to tune, they are classified. For example, in Swaramela Kalanidhi, they are talking about 3 Veenas. One is Suddha Mela Veena, Madhyama Mela Veena, and Achyuta Rajendra Mela Veena. These are changed according to the pitch. That is how they are tuned. According to that, the Veenas are classified. Then Venkadamahin, he also talks about 3 Veenas. Again, Suddha Mela Veena, Madhyama Mela Veena, and Raghunatha Naik Mela Veena. That is, the Raghunatha Naik is the king of Tanjore, and Govinda Dikshitar only, Venkadamahin's father only, what do you say, that construct this Veena. That is the 24 fretted Veena. And this Veena is called Raghunatha Naik because he is the king of that kingdom where Govinda Dikshitar was a minister. So it is attributed to Raghunatha Naik, and that Veena is called Raghunatha Naik Veena, and that is the final shape of Saraswati Veena with 24 frets. So this is the origin or development of our Saraswati Veena. Now, after that, coming to practical, the Mumurtis are the main source for our music. To learn about music, to learn about ragas, their songs are the evidence for us. Among the trinities, Muthuswami Dikshitar is a Vainika. Even we come to know Ramaswami Dikshitar, the father of Muthuswami Dikshitar, also a Vainika. But Muthuswami Dikshitar, we know he is the Veena player. For this, we can easily take the references from his songs itself. One example, Meenakshi Memudam Dehi in Raham Gamaga Kriya, he mentions Veena Gana Dasagamaga Kriya. So on Veena, we can produce all the Gamakas. So in his period, that is in Muthuswami Dikshitar period itself, the Veena is handled, or the Veena is produced all the Gamakas of voice. This is the first source for us. Even if you take Tyagaraja, he also talks about Veena in so many songs, not only this one. Even Dikshitar also composed so many songs with the word Veena. Veena Beri in Aberi Raham. And that in Tyagaraja Kirtana, Moksha Mugalada, he says, Veena va Veena vadana luludau siva manu. Like that, he says, Veena vadana, the greatness of the Veena, the playing of the Veena. So in this period, the Veena become the main instrument, or what do you say, which is capable of producing all the Gamakas of our South Indian music. Our music is fully based on Gamakas. The Ragas are differentiated with the help of Gamakas, and the Gamakas are easily demonstrated on Veena. That much importance is given to Veena. Even now, if you want to do any lecture demonstration about gamakas, the Veena is the only instrument used to demonstrate them. Now, let us move to the main part of this lecture, scales. So after coming to this level, that is Saraswati Veena with 24 fixed frets, how the Veena styles are introduced. See, if you take violin, vocal, the style is associated with a person. Lalugudi Jayaraman violin, or Chaudaya violin, or vocal Semmangudi Srinivasa style, or GNB style. So all the styles are associated with a person, but only the Veena is the instrument which is associated with states. No other instruments is classified like that. Veena is, the style is classified with the prefix of the states. Mysore style, Andhra style, Karakudi style. Even it is in Tamil Nadu, the Karakudi style is a special style of Veena, and Kerala style. Now, let us talk or think about that a little bit. If I talk, you can imagine, because everything is not possible to demo, because each style is a unique style. One cannot play all the styles because their style is only mastered by the person who is representative of that particular style. But how the styles are, how can we see it? For that, I want to do the demonstration on the Veena. She is my student as well as granddaughter. She is going to demonstrate one by one, a little bit, not very, what do you say, that deeply, because it is again very difficult to demo each person's style. First, the style we have to take is Mysore style. That is Karnataka. The state is Karnataka. The style is Mysore style. For this Mysore style, the source from where we are getting is Veena Seshana and Subbanna. They were brothers, and Subbanna also used to play the Veena in the vertical manner. That is that posture. But Seshana is a performer, and he is a court musician. That is in Mysore Palace. He was the court musician, and he is a very popular person. Veena Seshana style is unique for Mysore style. We are unfortunate to get the recordings of them, but they produced so many students for their style. The main one was Venkatagiriyappa. Even that Seranma Devi, Subramanya Sastra also learnt from Veena Seshana. The Venkatagiriyappa is a popular student of Veena Seshana, and his student is Vinay Doraswamy Iyengar, Mysore Doraswamy Iyengar. Though he lived in Bangalore, the style what he played make him Mysore Doraswamy Iyengar. See, what is the style actually? How we differentiate or fix a style? For all instruments, even it is flute, violin, or Veena, the two hands are involving to play the instrument. So that we can call it right hand techniques and left hand techniques. Let us first take the right hand technique of Mysore style. The plucking itself is a very powerful plucking in Mysore style. Generally, they won't use the pluck terms. They will use the original nail to pluck the strings. If you take the left hand is a that only produces the sound, the music, and by that only we are able to understand what style it is. Only plucking never convey the style. Only the left hand playing is very important. They used to play with the splitting of the fingers. So that is called Veral Pirip, splitting the fingers. That is the unique style of Mysore style. Just I will make her to play a two or few lines. See, in this, if you watch, she's playing in two strings. So the plucking with the right hand simultaneously with two fingers in two strings, and playing with the left hand also the special feature of Mysore style. That is, she's playing. Generally, it is called Veral Pirip. Play Gamada Papa Mama like that something. See, this is the just a sample. Again, to get this style, we have to practice Veena. To achieve or to get a mastery over Veena, we need 12 years of practice, minimum. Then only we can achieve the or attain the good playing. But here, for the sake of this lecture demonstration, I made her to play samples for each style. So this is the Veral Pirip is the very important style or feature of Mysore style. There are so many persons after Veena, Dorsami Ingas are there, his son, D. Balakrishna, and so many persons. But he is the one who represent now as Mysore style because we only getting the recordings of him only. So we have to understand the style through his play. But fast is the very important feature in Mysore style. While you are splitting the fingers, you will get more fast. So speed will be there. And plucking also very strong, but not very much pulling, just gliding on the frets, little bit of pulling, but mainly speed and plucking. These are all the unique style of Mysore. Then we will move on to Andhra style. If you go to Andhra style, there are so many artists were there, but again, to name few, Yamini Sangara is a main person of Andhra style, which is available in recordings also. His style is, we can easily, even videos are there, so we can easily see the style, how they are playing. His famous student is Chitti Babu. So, Yamini Sangara and his disciples are, see, even in all states, we are talking about one person, but there are so many stalwarts are there. But to represent a particular state, we are taking one person. Like that in Andhra also, Yamini Sangara is the main person. And if you take their playing technique, the right hand plucking is very soft. If you take Mysore style, it is very harsh. Whereas in Andhra style, it is very soft. And the thala strings are very much used in Andhra style. Chala, we used to call it. Yes. For example, if you take Raghu Susudha Buddhi Chandrasri, it's a very famous song played by Yamini Sangara as well as Chitti Babu. There is a Chittaswaram in that. If you see, you can easily understand the style. In left hand also, they also used to play on the fret. That is not much pulling, or mostly on fret, but it is very pleasing to listen. The Andhra style is very, I used to say it's very glamorous, like that. So the playing is very soothing and very soft. So speed also there. And they also used to play simultaneously in two states. Let us listen that piece. Chittaswaram. Like that, they will use the two strings together to produce the music in the lower octave as well as in the higher octave. Nowadays, all styles are mixed because everybody wants to give the best through Veena. Because each instrument has its own potentials. So Veena is, string instruments are, we can produce two notes simultaneously. In Veena, we can even produce three sounds or use three strings together. So that is the specialty of Veena. So everybody want to, practice that and present it. So nowadays, the style is only for, namesake. The mainstay is presenting music through so many different styles. Because what is the reason for that? Before going to the next style, I want to talk about what is the reason. In olden days, if you go to a guru, that is the Gurukula system. Here also we are talking about the Viswavidyapeetham. It's a Gurukula system, but so many teachers are teaching there. So the students is not necessarily stick on to a particular style. Whereas in old Gurukula system, the students have to go for a teacher and they have to stick on to the teacher. They can't change the teacher because the teacher will be very strict. They have to follow their style. So what happens? The style is transferred to the student by the guru and it is fixed. The style, if you pluck the string, we can easily find out this style belongs to Mysore or Andhra in olden days. Because the plucking, the playing, even the beginning stage, say everything is taught by the teacher according to their school. So that much importance is given to that Guru Sishya Parampara. Now, one student can learn from so many teachers. Even they are learning from a private teacher, they are allowed to learn from so many teachers who masters what. So what happens? The students are observing or catching all the styles, whatever they like, and they present their own style. Now it is going like that. Now it is online teaching. So we don't know from where they are learning. The students are learning from whom. That much is freeness is given to the students, or they are able to learn from any teacher they want. So the style is not fixed to a style, that is Mysore style or Andhra style. But even then, the plucking and the playing technique, we can, if we are a Veena artist, we can easily smell that style. So in Andhra style again, if you take Chitti Babu, his playing is very soothing, and he himself, innovatively find out a technique of playing or plucking. For example, he is very famous for his cuckoo song. He produced the sound like a cuckoo. So that sound, how he produced, see it. You see, it's again. No. See, it is difficult. Within 2 days, preparing for that, she tried but even sometimes it is failing because it is his style. He mastered it. But anyhow, that is a special feature or technique of his playing. He used to play it so many times in a concert. Then let us move to the Kerala style. Why I am taking Kerala style, lastly Tamil Nadu style? Because Kerala style and Tamil Nadu style is not very different. Both are same in a way. In Kerala, if you take M.K. Kalyana Krishna Bhagavatar and M.A. Kalyana Krishna Bhagavatar, they are all very famous in olden days. If you take M.A. Kalyana Krishna Bhagavatar, he worked in Tamil Nadu in the Adayar College. So the sharing of what the styles between Kerala and Tamil Nadu becomes very often. Even K.S. Narayan Sami, he belongs to Kerala and he mostly traveled Chennai, Bombay, everywhere he got so many students. So it's again, it's mixture of Tanjavur style. For another reason for this is K.S. Narayan Sami is very close to Semmangudi Srinivasaya and they tuned so many songs of Swati Tirunal, so their ideas are same. So while playing a piece, it's very close to vocal style. The vocal style, that is the Gayaki style, is the main style of Tamil Nadu as well as Kerala. So the whatever we are singing, it is very closely followed in the Veena by the Tanjore style and Kerala style. If you take in Tamil Nadu again, Karakudi is a special reference or city for Veena. Karakudi Sambasivayan and Subbaramaya, they both are brothers and they used to perform together. Karakudi Sambasivayan descendants still they are in Chennai and his style is very unique in plucking as well as playing. They also used to play very fast and finger splitting. The plucking itself is very, very unique in their style. And to practice that, they prepare so many or they develop so many verses. Through that, they can easily get the style of Karakudi in plucking. So the right hand technique is a special feature of Karakudi style. And in left hand also, they used to play so many cards like phrases. It's again difficult to demo them. So in Tamil Nadu, apart from Karakudi, there are so many musicians called first Veena Dhanammal. Veena Dhanammal is the legendary person. That is, she belongs to that Brinda Mukta family. She is the grandmother of Brinda Mukta, and Dhanammal is a Veena player. And she, practiced herself the Veena, and her style is a unique style. And that is the first, that Veena concert given by Harmony. In Tamil Nadu, all the musicians used to go to her house to listen her music. There won't be any mic or even that electricity system is not this much. At that time, she used to perform in a hall or a small room and all the musicians, pin drop silent will be there and listen to the music. It's really a feast for them. Yes. After her, even Emma Subbulakshmi's mother, Shanmugha Vedivu, she is also a Veena artist. So many persons are followed or playing Veena. In Tanjavur style, that Sivanandam, his style is also unique. He never even used the Tala strings. while playing. Just even in Tanam. See, Tanam is a very important Manodharma form in Veena. Even now, if you want to listen Tanam, in vocal, it is only possible while they are singing Raham Tanam Pallavi. So in that, group only, in vocal they used to sing the Tanam. Whereas in Veena, if you listen a concert, for a main piece, if they play only a simple song, before that they will play the Raga Alapana and Tanam. So Tanam is a special aspect in Veena. And the Tana style is very, very unique because not only with the help of plucking, but also with the help of the Tala strings. So the Tala strings are not only to maintain the Talam, it helps to tune the Veena, and also to, while playing Tanam, these Tala strings helps to, elevate the Tana music. So, but Sivanandam doesn't use the Tala strings for even Tanam playing. It is his style. That is also Tanjavur style. Because Sivanandam, Muthuswami Dikshitar's 4 students are called Vadivelu, Chinnaya, Ponnaya, and Sivanandam. That Sivanandam, that is Muthuswami Dikshitar's student Sivanandam, is his great-grandfather or something. So he belongs to the Dikshitar school in a way. And after that, so many musicians like Kalpam Swaminathan, her style is just a lot of pullings will be there. And even if you take Balachandra Balachandra's style is unique again. In one fret, he used to pull more than 7 notes. If you listen his music, in Pa fret, he used to pull up to Tarastai Gandharam. That ga, he used to, even if you listen that copy, Pagari Sani Pagari, that Sadhana Gandharam, he pulls that Gandharam in Panchama fret. So it can't be reproduced by anybody. His style is unique. Even his students never able to play that much pulling. It's his unique style. And so many musicians like R. Pichumani Iyer and Devakotta Narayana Iyengar, Rangaramanuja Iyengar, their styles are a little bit of splitting the fingers only. But keeping the 2 fingers together and oscillating the strings is a unique Tanjavur style. And by that, we can easily closer to voice. We can easily produce the music which is produced in voice. So now I am going to demonstrate some gamakas of Carnatic music, and which is unique in Tanjavur style. Even if you take Ganama or Danama to Pichumaniyer, even I am belongs to Tanjavur style. Though K.S. Narayan Sami is my Paramaguru, that is my Guru or Pichumaniyer, and his Guru is K.S. Narayan Sami. But we are all called that, so that only it is called Gayaki style. No state, only Gayaki style. Now, if you want to listen the gamakas of some ragas, you know how the fingerings or style is used to present that particular gamaka. Oscillation. If you take on Madhyamam of Shankarabaranam, see Gama, 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 this is the gamakam. If you are not in some styles, if you are not able to pull the gama up to that pa, gama, you have to pull up to pa. In some styles, what they will do, gapa, 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 it produces the sound. The ma sound is produced in connecting ga and pa. Like Bhairavi, me also. Ni, sa. Ni, sa. So, but this is the vocal style. The pulling the knee up to sa. See, everybody is learning a song from vocal only. Whether it is Mysore style, Andhra style, Kerala style, or Tamil Nadu, the song is taken from a voice. But when we are converting or practicing it in an instrument, especially on Veena, the styles, make us to differentiate or make it different from style to style. Otherwise, the music is same. If it is Bhairavi, this is the Swarajiti Bhairavi's beginning. If it is played in the Andhra style, the plucking, the the gamakas, everything differs according to the school. Now, just again, I want to demonstrate some particular phrases in different styles. For example, these are all Veena special phrases. See, even if you take the Pancharatnam Yantro Mahanubhavulu and if it is voice, somebody used to sing, or most of the people used to sing, like that it will come. But it is a special style on Veena. So this phrase is this fingering, Sarsa Nisari. Play that. This is called Veraladi. Veraladi means using one finger on fret and another finger for hit the next note. Sarsa, here sa is one, re is the second upper note. It is it is a special style and it is followed in all styles, whether it is Kerala, Tanjavur, or Mysore or Andhra. Then, in another way of playing this is like that also they see. If you take Sivanandam style, Tanjavur style, they used to play like this one. Padupama, play that. See, this is a sequence of Spuritam. We can call it our Verladi or Rava Sankadi. Rava means fast. So if you play this with this fingering, it is an instrumental style. Sometimes they will play like this, some schools. So this is one way of presenting the same phrase in two ways. Even the Jantai, sa sa ni ni, sa sa ni sa ni, whatever I play, sa sa play that. In Karakudi style, it is handled like this. So Sarisa, they never hit the fret. They will push the string from sa to re. So this is one more style of presenting the Sarisa phrase. Mabadapamagaga, it's a phrase. Play that. Fingering. Mabadapapamaga. Again. Yes. Mapada papa mama gaga. Another way of playing this is. So the phrase is same, but the output is different. While you are using the splitting of the fingers, the tonal quality is different, and while plucking, pulling it in a fret, the tonal quality is different. Like that, there is lot of what do you say, that different styles are there. Nowadays, all styles are clubbed because Veena is following sometimes Jugalbandi. For Jugalbandi, we are taking Veena, or the Veena is going with along with the Childar or flute. So the what do you say, fusion, everything make the person to find out some new method, some new styles to produce or accompanying that particular person. So the evolution of style is still going on. Lot of modifications like Veena. See, this is Saraswati Veena with the 24 frets. Now new Veenas are coming in, electronic Veena, and that what do you say, that other Veena, Radal. It is a digital Veena. So many Veenas are also coming. Why? Because carrying this Veena is really a difficult thing. Because we need one separate seat for this. If you go by flight, you can't take it. In train, you need a seat. It's very difficult to carry it. So what happens? Dismantle Veenas are coming. So we can separate each part and we can carry it easily. Even some, if you go abroad, you can put it in the luggage. So these are all the reason why Veena is getting changed in shape as well as in its structure. But this is called the Saraswati Veena. No Veena will replace the tonal quality of this. Saraswati Veena is Saraswati Veena. So this is the style and evolution of Veenas. I think I complete my cover all my points. If there is any doubt, you can ask me questions. Thank you once again for this opportunity. If there is any mistake in language, please pardon me. Thank you.
Thank you, madam, for such an informative and a wonderful session. As Radha ma'am has commented here, that it is like Saraswati Puja. You have made Saraswati Puja very special. Thank you, Radha ma'am, for that wonderful comment. And I was remembering our MA class with 7 of us sitting around you, your theory class, Manodharma class and all. Definitely, I think we need to conduct another session for this Gamakas, Dashavida Gamakas.
Sure. My PhD topic is the Gamakas and Veena.
Yes, yes.
Okay. So I am also very happy.
We have some questions. Before that, Dr. A. Bhanumati, she is working in Kalekavari College. She is a regular viewer of Madam's speeches and concerts, and she liked the way Madam plays Tanam.
She wants to.
We will do one thing, ma'am. Let us finish all the questions, and if we have time, definitely we will do a 2-minute if you have.
Okay, no problem.
Now, one Mr. Balaji has asked how to learn Gamakam on Veena, as every raga has different Gamakam. What is the best way to practice Gamakam?
See, first thing, by listening, that is, the ear is the guru, not the real guru is only our ear. By listening it, we have to know how much, for example, what I explained in Shankaraparanam. There are 3 types of Madhyamam, which I showed now. Lot of Gamakas are there in for Madhyamam in different ragas, but this Madhyamam, we have to know. So this Madhyamam should be oscillated in Ga. According to their sound, Gama. So the less oscillation should be given. Gama is a little bit higher. Kampitam, this is called Kampitam, and this is not only one Gamaka for a raga. There are so many Gamakas like hitting and what do you say, gliding. Everything by listening only we can know, or we have to learn how to present that. For that, in instrument, initially, we need a very good guru to teach these things.
Yeah, thank you, ma'am. Now, Mr. Vinayak Rao has asked, when were the plectrums introduced and where was it introduced?
It's, I think, when it's my view, I don't know when it comes, but when you need, you want to perform before a lot of audience, the sound is very less. Why? If you play with nail, original nail, and sometimes it will broke. So they need alternate for that, and they tried that pluck drum. And one more thing, I believe, if I am not wrong, um, uh, in when the, what do you say, that instrument 1896, I think it is used by the mandolin in foreign. In India, maybe this is the reason why, while plucking with the main original nail, definitely you won't get, you can't give more pressure because the nail will definitely broken. And one more thing, it is again my view, when ladies started playing, see, in olden days, ladies are the, what do you say, the housewife, they have to do all the homework. Homework means not kitchen work. So always their nails are very wet, and it won't even you can't make it grow because it's it will definitely spoil your, what do you say, that அதாவது உடஞ்சு போயிடுறதோட இல்லாம எப்பவுமே நனைஞ்சுட்டே இருந்ததுன்னா தண்ணியிலேயே இருக்கச்சே அது ரொம்ப சாஃப்ட் ஆயிடும். It won't get that what do you say, that grip to pluck. So definitely ladies housewife, they will definitely cut the the nails. So to pluck the veena as is more sound, they may also use the pluck drum, I believe. I am not sure.
Okay, ma'am. Now, as you explained, Adi Adu with 1,000 strings, right? So, whether all these 1,000 strings were played, or whether these strings were used as synthetic strings?
No. In olden days, the veena is not like today's veena. It is actually like lute or harp. Harp type veena.
Okay.
If you see, the 1,000 strings are not. See, if you take today's veena, well, from one string to another string, there will be a gap. Because otherwise it is difficult for you to pull the strings. In olden days, there is no frets. Only all the strings are, what do you say, tied from one side to another side, so that you can easily tie all the strings very close, one by one. And they will plug the string like this one together. It will create the effect of that. Even if you see the old movies of that, what do you say, that King Raja's stories, in the court there will be a yard like this for just for show. But if you want to play, you have to pluck all the strings from 1 to 10, 1 to 1,000, but you will get only one. What do you say, that? See, sa, what we are singing now, sa, we are touching all the notes in between sa to sa, but nothing is audible. Like that, you can't point out this is the note in that. You have to pluck all the strings together, and you will get a total effect through that.
Okay.
And one more thing, now we are having very thin strings. In olden days, the strings are one by animals, what do you say, being. So they will be very thick, not this fine, what do you say, the thinner size strings. They definitely, it won't be there. So they have to pluck the strings from that end to this end. Is they really a challenge. I don't know how they did it.
Okay.
It's mentioned in books, Adya, 1,000 strings.
Okay.
Maybe layer to layer, 1 layer, 100 strings, like that also it will be there. I don't know.
Okay. Madam, now one Girish Mallikarjunaya has asked, could you please show the phrase Pada Papa Mama in both instrumental and Gayaki style once more, in a little bit slowly.
Okay.
And if you could show the frets towards camera, it will be helpful.
Oh, play it. Pada Papa Mama. This is another style. So she's not able to play because it is not her style, my style. But to show it, she's playing. So there is some, slippings. I can play it. Now play it in the Gayaki style. So, but the swaram is Padapa Mama. But while you are playing with the finger splitting, the sound is different in Veena. And if you play it in, you want to play it in Gayaki style, that is the way.
Okay. So if possible, could you please play the Tanam as somebody has asked to play? Yeah, Dr. A. Bhanumati.
How many minutes are there?
2 more minutes, ma'am.
2 more minutes.
Sorry.
Okay, no problem. Play some Tanam for some ragas. So tune pani. Shankarabharanam. Okay, she's playing Tanam in Shankarabharanam. Start from Pa, because if you start in Sa, it will take more time. Pa. Play the cards.
Very good, Charulata. Thank you. Thank you very much, ma'am. And Charulata also.
Okay. Thank you very much, Ma. Really, it is a very good opportunity for her to play. Even it is a small piece, Tanam. It's a really wonderful opportunity for her to play in front of so many audience, like musicians like you and others. And I really wish every one of the faculties to become very famous in your field, whether it is vocal, violin, veena, whatever it is, and your institution should come as a unique in India.